The best players in the NFL all on one field as we are underway in this Pro Bowl spectacular. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On play action, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Allen. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Travis Kelsey, a 24-yard touchdown. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To throw is Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
3rd and 12. Now it's Goff. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Jack Fox now. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Allen to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Allen off the play fake. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Here's Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Throwing again is Goff. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The AFC about ready to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Now, how about that play right there? Party, remember I told you about the home run hitter theory that someone told me years ago?
What's that?
Meaning a guy who hits home runs in the major leagues, go back and trace what he did all the way growing up, probably hit home runs at every level. That's just who he is. Well, this guy sacked people all during the regular season. Why wouldn't he do the same thing here at the Pro Bowl?
Allen now looks to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Allen going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Henry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 40 yards rushing for him in this first quarter. And I think it's safe to say he's enjoying running behind this Pro Bowl offensive line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Henry. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing that.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw, Goff.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Again, Goff.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The AFC set to take over on offense.
Now Allen.
Throw caught by Flowers.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And shutting him off, now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Throwing now is Allen. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The AFC with a football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here's Allen. And quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The NFC's offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A first down carry for Barkley.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Goff now looks to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff.
That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Goff.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Goff now to throw.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
To throw, it's Allen. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
69 yards rushing for him now in this first half of the Pro Bowl.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion left, Flowers. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now they'll throw with Allen.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. In motion left, Flowers. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Zay Flowers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And his throw here is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Connects with Kittle underneath. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The AFC's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The offense for the AFC set to go now. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A first down carry for Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Arizona's Buda Baker with the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Allen now looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Allen now on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
To the air, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Allen going to throw. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC adds on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And you take a look at the numbers, not much to complain about on that ledger. He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Up the middle with Barkley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw, Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now it's Goff. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Goff. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Goff. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Goff now looking to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle, and he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The AFC's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the NFC to possess it first as we are back and underway for the third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Play action. It's Goff. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. To throw is gone. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That is caught by Lamb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A short one here, caught by McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Goes right back to McBride. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Trey McBride from 17 yards out. And the NFC able to get a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Throwing now is Allen. And he is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Allen.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Allen off the play fake.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Zay Flowers. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The NFC's offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5. Goff throwing again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Now Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the NFC punt team out there now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. After the interception, here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Henry again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Henry. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. He'll get this to about the 38. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the NFC punt team out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
The offense for the AFC set to go now.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, it's Henry. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Allen going to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Allen.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Allen running right on the option.
Broken tackle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Goff. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
To throw is Goff.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Barkley inside handoff. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, that's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They begin with Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with, has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Goff.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Again, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Goff now to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Inside handoff, Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
So it's a victory here in the Pro Bowl for the AFC. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.